got the guts but not the glory. I'm gonna say a little prayer for me, 'cause this is just the beginning of my story.
Hey, this is Rockstars 3.0, and I'm talking with Ashely, Renae. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing good. How long have you been singing?
I've been singing since I was a kid, probably 3 or 4. I started singing in church, and then it just went from there.
So you're from Owen County?
Yes, I am. Owenton. Yep.
Yeah. Like, what actually got you into being a singer, and what's influenced you?
I think just mostly it's just motivation from people around me, just telling me, hey, you're good, you should keep it up. And so, I just decided to try it out, and then here I am. When I started college as a freshman, Matt Miller reached out to me about recording a song, and so that's kind of what kicked off the bigger shows and the recordings and everything. So yeah, definitely just motivation from other people.
Oh, cool. So now, what's your songwriting process? I mean, is it like, I know Matt wrote some of the songs for you and all that support.
Yeah, Matt actually has written all of the songs that are on my EP. But he's cooperated a lot with his cousin who lives in Pennsylvania. And so usually he'll write the lyrics and the music, and then if he wants me to demo it, he'll send it over to me and just kind of see what I think about it, and we go from there. So.
Are you going to have a single coming out too?
Yes, we actually performed it today. It's called Emerald City. Hopefully by the end of April it'll be out, but we just recorded it, so we've just got to find the time to mix it all up and everything. So yeah.
Right. Now, as growing up, what's your musical influences like as being a singer?
Definitely all the country girls, the country women. Because I sing country myself. So definitely they've been a big influence and a role model for me in my music career. And I also do sing Christian music, so a lot of Christian worship music leaders and everything as well.
Right. Cool. Now, like, what's all in store for 2018 for y'all?
Well, as of right now, I don't really have many shows booked or anything. I'm still in college, so I'm graduating in December. So in the fall, I'll be busy with an internship. But I just kind of pick things up as they go. So who knows? Maybe if you ask me next month, then I might have a lot of stuff booked. So.
Right. So now, what are you going to college for?
Recreation administration. Ultimately, I want to do therapeutic recreation.
Right. So basically, right now you're just like pursuing like the musical thing for like say a hobby, if you will. Or
I definitely didn't want to just rely on music and go with that, because it's such an iffy business. But I've just kind of been go with the flow, and if that's what the Lord has in store for me, then that's the way that I go.
Right.
So.
Is there anything before you go on stage, whatever, do you got to warm up your vocals or anything like that?
Not really. It just depends on the set list, honestly. Sometimes there's a couple songs that we need to run through just to get my voice warmed up. But I don't really do any kind of drills or anything like that. No.
Well, that's cool. You play guitar as well, so tell me how that came about. Like, as far as did you self-taught or?
Yes, I started playing guitar when I was a freshman in high school, so about 4 or 5 years ago. And I just kind of picked it up. I have a friend who also plays, and so he kind of helped me with the basic stuff, and then I just kind of took it from there. Right. Now, usually I don't play with a bigger band because I kind of do my own thing when I play guitar, and so it's hard for me to keep up sometimes. But
right. Some of the challenges you got to overcome.
I think just everyone has the big idea of like Nashville, that's where it is, that's Music City, and it is, but I think that just getting over the stigma that's not the only place that you could go. I have performed in Nashville, but I've performed at places where there's been way more people than there,
Right.
So I think that just kind of getting over that stigma, people just saying you need to go to Nashville, you need to be there if you want to get big, and that's not necessarily true. So.
Right. Now, what do you think about social media? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I think both. Musically, I love it because people can keep up with my music, and I have people from all over the United States that like my page, and I'm like, well, that's crazy. I don't even know how. But it's definitely a good way to advertise and promote. But also, there are very big cons to social media and that industry, and it can definitely be very dangerous for not just anybody, but someone specifically who's in the music industry or anyone in general.
Right. Now, also, you actually sung the national anthem down at the Speedway, right? The Kentucky Speedway?
Yes.
And so how was that?
Oh my gosh, it was unreal. That was definitely probably the biggest thing I've ever sang the national anthem at. And it was televised and everything, so that was the first time. It was insane though. It kept getting delayed because of rain, so it got to about 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, all right, let's just go.
let's just do this.
Let's just get over with. But still, it was a phenomenal experience, and I would love to do it again.
All right, that's cool. That's awesome. So is there any advice for younger musicians that just now getting up into everything?
Definitely get your name out there. That's something that I kind of have struggled with, most because I come from this small town where everybody knows me and everyone knows that I sing. And so I kind of sometimes have been feeling like, oh, that's okay. So now when I go somewhere else, people will know me, and that's not the case, So definitely get your name out there and advertise. If you're shooting to get big, if that's your goal, you definitely need to get your name out there, and don't be shy. Tell people, hey, I'm a musician. Offer up any times you want to play, and don't be afraid to take free shows, for sure.
Right. So what all sites and social media can people find you at?
They can find me on Facebook at Ashely Renae, and that's Renae. Sometimes people misspell it. And then also Ashely Renae Music on Instagram.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for taking your time out and talk to me. I got one more question.
Okay.
What does music mean to you?
Wow, music means everything to me. I don't know where I would be, honestly, without it. Probably just in college, and I would be really bored.
Right.
But it's just a way, it's just a form of expression. I can just express myself, and it's like it's never ending almost. There's so many different genres and varieties of music, and personally, I like multiple different genres. So it's just a way that I can express myself, really.
All right, cool. So we got Matt right here too. You want to come in real fast? So how you doing?
Hey, good. How's it going?
Rockstars 3.0. Cool. And so anyway, I'm just interviewing her, and of course you wrote most of her songs. You said.
Yeah.
So what's some of the inspiration behind writing?
Well, most of it. So the way we met was through my wife, who grew up here, and it was just a weird turn of events that we then met, and kind of weird family relations there. But just having known this town, at least two of the songs are kind of inspired by just the small town vibe of Winton and everything.
Okay.
And that's just kind of where it came from, and her kind of country roots.
Right.
I'm kind of a rock and roll guy at heart, but I live in Nashville now, so the country just kind of seeps into you. So.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.